after that. So something that we're talking about is like starting the conversation about what's good. Tell me something good. Something that I started doing with the kids, with my kids, when I would pick them up from school or when I would see them is, you know, after school, I would say, what did you love about school? And then what did you learn? So there's two questions that I ask after every experience. So when we went bowling yesterday as a family, in the car ride back home, the question is always, what did you love about that? And that's intentional to ask, you know, pull out the good things that came through. You know, granted, they didn't get to play every single game in the arcade they wanted. They didn't get, you know, all of those things come to mind for people, right? But we don't have. So intentionally placing the questions of where, like, what was the good stuff to move forward? So two questions that I ask: what did you love about that? And what did you learn? So
I like it. I think
yeah.
what did you learn, that's going to throw my kiddos for a bit, but I like that.
Yeah, I mean, my kids are 9, 7, and 6 right now, and it's, you know, it's not a lot that they share that they learn, but it's a great primer for knowing, like, they know now I'm going to ask them, so they try to remember harder, like, what did I learn from this? Like, what can I take away from that experience? Because that's what the two things that I ask consistently now.
I like it.
What do you got over there, JL? Tell us about this book.
Okay. So, you know me. I always have my books in the morning. Oh, I got a new gangster look going on for the day. This chapter is I can't pursue my dream and still be a good mom, daughter, and employee. That was the title of this chapter. And somebody had told me about this chapter and I had already read it, but I had to.
What's the book? What's the book?
Girls Stop Apologizing. Hang on, I need to take my name tag off so it's not in all these videos. So the things that I went back and pulled out of here was, you cannot waste in living only for everyone else. The problem is that most women don't struggle to show up for others. We struggle to show up for ourselves. Work through a problem before waiting for someone to tell us the answer. And this next one is what I really, really resonated with. She talked about how the kids, you know, you're always at work and the kids are like, when are you going to be done with work? When are you going to be done with work? And then I highlighted this section, but those 3 boys also watched their mom build a company from the ground up. They watched me grow that company to something so big that their daddy came to work there too. They've seen firsthand the power of hard work and dedication, and I'm proud of the example I have set for them. It might have not been easy. That for me in that season was another way of prioritizing my kids, just with a long-term vision in mind, keeping the idea that this was for them and the legacy. So I totally like resonate with what you guys were saying. Like, you know, things keep showing up where we need, sometimes we feel like we need to be more present with our kids and spend more time with them. So it's actually kind of strange, but on purpose, because recently I find that when it's just Hazel and I, we're laughing a lot more. And, you know, like afterwards, she's like, Mom, I love that. Like, and I think it's because I'm more in alignment with who I am. So I get to truly enjoy being with her more.
You want to know what this pen is for?
Yeah, I love that. That's so true. And when I stop and realize that, I absolutely see that as well. The same thing. When I am more present, then, you know, we're able to be ourselves more. And that's what we're all here for. That's what we're all meant to be doing, is growing into who we are more.
Yeah. And then it says, hear me when I say this. This is the last thing I'm going to share with you. Hear me when I say this. It doesn't serve you in any way. It doesn't serve your children either when you are miserable. Because if we're too busy, go, it's not serving us. It's not serving our family. It's not serving our environments. Like,
Yeah.
we're taught that, you know, but like having a mom that was really involved in work, I'm making sure that I do it differently. I mean, bless my mother, she loved me, but they didn't have the things, they didn't have the support that we have, these communities, to know that it's okay to take time for ourselves and not just grit.
Yeah. And when we know better, we can do better. So the fact
Yeah.
that we know better, we can choose to do better. And our
No, we
parents
are
did,
doing better.
that's true. And our parents did the best they could with what they had.
Yep.
Oh, thanks
So-
for sharing that, Jenna. That
Yeah.
Yeah, I
thank you.
highly recommend this book. I've read it 3 times and I pick up something different all the time.